I mean, I guess, we could go back into, our usual topics of how did y'all feel about the Tekken DLC that dropped?
Oh, well, I mean, I'll start us off because I'm the one least attached to the lore in general, right? I expressed some of my thoughts in the chat of like seeing Heihachi break a meteorite with his bare hands caused me to mentally check out in terms of what is possible for human beings in this world.
You mean Danny Tanner, Full House, Heihachi?
Yeah,
Dog, good Heihachi.
It's gotten to a point, like S-Rank, you made a good point of like when Heihachi gains his memory back. The way he kicks Eddie Gordo into that cliffside, I'm like, what are we doing right now? What am I supposed to take in as someone who is trying to get into the lore of Tekken? I'm like, where is the baseline of like, I understand the Mishimas, right? Are like they're just a cut above the rest, and that's been the thing, and I'm okay with that. But Eddie got back up. He was fine. So when I'm seeing things like that, when I'm seeing writing where it's showing that, Lydia, who had Heihachi as her sworn enemy, was like, oh, he has amnesia. He doesn't remember all the horrible things he did. I'll help him on his redemption path. Forget about the fact that I'm trying to avenge my father. I'm just like, well, if y'all don't care.
Hold up, that's not even the weight of. Keep going. You gotta go.
Yeah, I don't. If this is what we're doing with this, then I don't care. Right? I'm like, I don't tell me I need to get invested into where these storylines are branching out. If this is what we're doing, when you're telling me that Eddie had his own admirable militia screaming out, Captain, I'm like, Eddie Gord, this is what he was doing off screen. Was running, a key captain in this army. It was just like I said, somebody who was like the least connected to this lore out of the three of us. It was just, it just felt like it was a signaling of like, this is where I kind of tune back out again. I'm like, if nothing's gonna stick, if June went from being presumed dead to she's just missing, I'm like, well, I don't care. Just give me Tekken Legacy Fighter at this point. Don't give me a story.
No, she's not dead, bro.
Right, I know.
There was
even
like a
though
bonus,
she's been dead for multiple games.
It's like a bonus. There was a bonus cutscene.
Right.
I don't know if you guys. Yeah.
No, I saw it. That's why I said it. I said she's not dead. She's not dead, right? Because the idea of just having a character on the roster who isn't alive is perish to thought, right? They're not playing an active role. Then why are they here, right?
Man,
so
y'all ready for these
thoughts in a nutshell? Sure. Again, me who was already. Do whatever y'all want.
What did I think about the DLC? Oh, I'll tell you this, man. It was there was a lot of questions, man. It was like, for one, okay, I'll accept. In my head, there was a genjutsu that was, over Kazuya's eyes.
No.
Say I'm trying.
There was a little visual distortion that shows.
Yeah, there was a visual distortion. Yeah, so I'll accept.
It's not
I'll say I'll say a genjutsu took place, right? You know what I'm saying? Genjutsu took place. He caught Heihachi, and now, okay, months go in. Lydia knows about. I'm just like, yo, Lydia, kid, Jin Kazuma started World War III. This man killed your dad. The whole storyline when we playing with you, y'all making me care for this man, right? And then now, okay, you finally fight Heihachi, and hey, how are you? I'm like, yo, this Goken Heihachi, yo, this looks exactly like Goken from Street Fighter.
Yes,
the exact same.
Bald head top, palette, the hair.
Bald head top, hair's going down, the open sleeve monk clothing. And I'm like, no. I said, yo, do you guys have lunch together and say, hey, it'd be funny? No, don't say it. Don't say it. I'm like, yo, and I'm just like, this cannot be. So now, Geese Howard's coming back because Geese Howard was in Tekken 7.
again,
He's coming back.
Not
Why not? Right.
Why not?
So for me, playing the story mode, and I'm just like, man, Lydia, I can't believe you're really on this time. You know what I'm saying?
And the fact that you made us pay for her again just to give us this.
Just to give us this. And this DLC, I was expecting this DLC to have more meat to it. Right? But it had nothing. It was fluff.
You gave us two characters. You made us pay for 2 characters for this lukewarm story mode. The third one.
And to be honest with you, I was expecting that guy to okay, I'm like, yo, does this guy fight like does he fight like Jinpachi? That would have been down because he dressed like him. He has the armbands like him. So I was expecting more of the lore to be expounded upon. But these guys are in the mask and they get defeated. Aren't you the one who restored Heihachi? Couldn't you? And like, you guys had no fail-safe program to be like, yo, listen, Heihachi, if you start tripping, we'll kill you. So none of the students showed up. And no. I'm just like, this is great. I'm like, okay, so now, when did Yoshimitsu and Eddie build a brotherhood? I'm like, dog, this is okay. Lydia helped you, but in my mind, wouldn't have made sense for Raven, Victor.
You can't say them because you remember it was around the same time.
You're right. You're right. So it's around the same. But Raven still doesn't get a calmly call. Hey, Hashimitsu.
No,
is a lot.
No, because he's fired. Because this man don't cried wolf so many times.
But it's not his fault, man. He fighting the writers.
Right.
He fighting the writers. He fighting. Right. He fighting Misha the Zaibatsu. Come on, let's
he's at war with real life.
And he a colored man. We already know how it is, man. They switch the script on you.
He's at war with real life. He can't help.
Yeah, there's nothing to do, man. He fighting Mr. Pigalix at this point, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like my general opinion about the DLC, bro, I gave it a 4. I gave it a 4 out of 10.
No, I gotta finish. I gotta finish.
Okay, because I gotta finish
because a lot of the disappointment came. More of the disappointment also came from like. More of the disappointment came from those characters that you're showing. They had no merit. That's a waste of inventory, in my opinion. You show me the Tengu guy, then you show me Shikiryu, whatever his name is, and he fights just like a Mishima. But I'm like, yo, okay, is this gonna tie into the? Then you find out that Heihachi's daughter is actually from Kazumi's clan, which is I don't know if you guys were paying attention, from Kazumi's clan, and I'm like, what? Then we get to the grand finale, the part that made me realize. While Heihachi's training, he defeats himself. I'm like, man, this is good story development for Heihachi.
Himself.
He defeats the evil in himself. I'm like, dog, this is better than any Baki hallucination with shadow boxing Muhammad Ali. I'm like, dog. But wait, there's more. Dog, the man training. And I said, kid, is that the meteorite from the end of the?
No,
I said,
no,
wait,
it's not.
No,
it's the meteorite that falls once every 200 years. Remember in the lore that they established?
No, they never established that.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Yeah, which was dumb. I was like, no, that's the meteorite that Jin and Kazuya, well, pieces of it.
Right. So I'm being sarcastic, S-Rank. You're right. But that's what I'm saying, like, in terms of bad writing. It's like, you're literally tying this prophecy to coincidence. Like, essentially. Like, it just so happened that they were fighting on a meteorite. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's I don't know. I don't know.
Actually, technically, I don't even think that considers that a meteorite, because it came from the actual Earth, got catapulted to the sky, and then came back down.
Yep.
It's just, bro, like, and then of course, Jory, like, as you were saying, like, it's like once he did the punch, and then the headbutt is like, okay, so you just basically snapped yourself back.
Turn back to.
But didn't you just purge yourself? And then, of course, the hair flicks back up. I was like, bro, no.
Even more super. And so did he absorb the power from the meteorite? Now this explains to why he has. I'm like, man, Sozin's Comet. All right, man.
Yeah, this is the lore that y'all told me that I needed to deep dive more into.
No.
Y'all have championed on previous pods.
I thought, hey, listen, I thought it was gonna be, and it wasn't. So, we owe you an apology on behalf of the Tekken team. I'd like to say this story means absolutely nothing. It means nothing at all.
After watching that, bro, I said, yeah, you know what? I will wait to either season 2 or 3. I am not in a rush to buy that game whatsoever.
The question that comes to mind for me, for both you guys to answer, is this better or worse than Mortal Kombat's expansion story?
I want to say, worse. It was worse. It was worse because they made it too campy. Like they didn't care. Like, bro, like I'm still on step 1, bro. Heihachi should have been dead.